looks quite gobsmacked.
I'm blown away.
And they've even got half a gherkin, one of the local new shopping centres. Martyrs Park. Now these are memorials to all the people over the years who fought for the independence of Azerbaijan. In the background, the parliamentary buildings. Now these were built by the Soviets, by the Russians when they occupied the country. Typical communist style. But of course right next door we have the Flame Towers. This is, and there is the flag of Azerbaijan. This is the memorial to all the people who were literally massacred within one day by Soviet troops during the fight for independence of Azerbaijan. This is the highest point in Baku, overlooking the Caspian Sea, and down below there is the part of the city that we were in yesterday. The eternal flame in the war memorial. Now Jaimil, our guide, is holding up the 8-pointed star. We're now going into the original old city, and these were the fortifications, walls built in the 12th century. So here we have the contrast of architectural styles of many different periods. In the foreground the 12th century, in the background the 21st century, and then going back over the middle city, which is mainly 20th century. The palace of Shirvanshah, the great king of the 15th century, who reigned for 50 years, one of the most peaceful periods in the history of this region. And right at the bottom of the complex, the hammam, or the baths. The little alleyways in the old town. The original caravanserai in Baku, now converted into a restaurant. At that time in the 19th, 20th century, artisans, architects were imported from all over Europe. The typical buildings in this part of Baku, they were built in the second half of the 19th century, all constructed by and owned by the oil barons, the oligarchs. Musa Nagiev. Now he constructed over 100 buildings. natural gas came up out of the water and burned continuously. Hence the fire, the eternal flames. So one side of the room used as a stable, and the other side the living quarters. And some Indians carrying over 30 kilos of chains and walk around for days and days. There's still, some of them do that today. Dedicated to the many-armed Shiva. The pomegranate is a sacred offering to the gods. Zaha Hadid won the architectural competition that was commissioned by the Azerbaijani government. Construction started in 2006. These were the two Russian diplomatic cars. And of course there we have the Mercedes. And how is this for an inspiration? A 1929 Packard. One of the exhibition galleries. Look, look.
This is our Kazakh region, this is our Karabakh.
The shrine and the cave dwellings. The carved stone, the different shapes, represent all religions.
Just point to the
Many pilgrims who came to this shrine. We're now in northern Azerbaijan and going into the high Caucasus Mountains. Just the other side of the mountains is the border with Russia. We're in the village of Lahich, right up in the Caucasus Mountains. A lot of these mountain herbs are used for making tea. Tea is the national drink of Azerbaijan.
too much food makes a bit digested.
This typical construction here of wood and stone is for earthquakes, which means that the walls can move. There's some give in them. This is one of the earthquake zones in Azerbaijan.
Yeah, this man, the old man, is a shoemaker.
Traditional hat making.
If you flip on the other side, you can cook flatbread,
Lavash.
lavash.
And they just give it for firewood, but it's different shapes. So I make animals out of it.
But you can, yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
Copper switch.
Old traditional forge. In this village, they have their own language, Tati, spoken nowhere else in the country. Old glacial moraines. This is Our last night in Azerbaijan before going to Georgia. Really lovely, classic hotel. Setting of Sheki, right up in the Caucasian mountains on the border with Russia. It's at the palace of the Khan of this area, 17th century. We weren't allowed to film inside the palace, but this gives you some idea of the incredible glass and woodwork and painting inside the rooms.
Look at that. Wow.
Ah. The government has established an arts and crafts centre here where they encourage people to open up workshops and their goods can be sold in the souvenir shop.
Yeah, we also do the same there.
What are the workshops? These massive doors had 2 door knockers. Now the one that Jaimil is holding was for men, and then that one was for female. This was according to the original Islamic segregation of the sexes. The caravanserai is now a hotel, over 300 rooms. And this is the tea house where the families used to socialize. And here we have it, the genuine silk. Handmade silks. Sheki was a very important part of the Silk Road.
Every place on the Silk Road from Beijing.